Have you ever felt like your favorite snack bag is mostly air, or your cereal box seems lighter, even though the price tag hasn't budged? You're not imagining it. This isn't just a feeling. It's a widespread economic phenomenon impacting your wallet and your daily life. Shrinkflation is one of the most common ways people experience inflation, yet it's often the hardest to spot. It's a subtle shift, a quiet reduction in product size, quantity, or even quality, while the price remains stubbornly the same. You don't see a higher price tag, nor do you get a warning label. Instead, you slowly start receiving less value for your hard-earned money. This hidden inflation can feel frustrating, even deceptive, because it bypasses our usual price-checking instincts. It's a universal experience, touching everyone from students on a budget to business owners managing supply costs. By the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand the mechanics of shrinkflation, but also why it's so prevalent in today's economy. We'll explore the motivations behind it, its impact on consumers and businesses, and how you can become a more informed shopper. This isn't about outrage. It's about empowering you with clarity and practical knowledge. This understanding is crucial for financial literacy, helping you navigate the complexities of market dynamics. It's about recognizing the true cost of goods and making smarter purchasing decisions. Let's pull back the curtain on this pervasive trend. At its core, shrinkflation occurs when manufacturers reduce the size, volume, or number of units in a product package, all while keeping the retail price identical. You're paying the same amount, but the actual amount of product you receive has decreased. This means the price per unit, per ounce, per gram, or per sheet has effectively increased. From an economic standpoint, this is a form of inflation just delivered in a less obvious way. It's a strategic move by companies to pass on rising costs without triggering immediate consumer backlash. This subtle adjustment allows them to maintain profit margins in challenging economic times. Shrinkflation leverages a fundamental aspect of consumer psychology. We are far more sensitive to price increases than to quantity decreases. A higher price tag is an immediate, undeniable signal of increased cost. A slightly smaller package, however, often goes unnoticed, especially if the packaging design remains similar. This psychological blind spot makes shrinkflation an attractive strategy for businesses facing rising production costs. They understand that a 10% price hike might deter buyers, but a 10% reduction in product volume might slip under the radar. It's a delicate balance between maintaining profitability and retaining customer loyalty. Think about your weekly grocery run. That box of cereal might now contain fewer servings, or the bag of chips feels less full. Your favorite chocolate bar could be a gram or two lighter, or the toilet paper roll has fewer sheets. These changes, individually, seem minor. However, when you consider the cumulative effect across dozens of products you buy regularly, the impact on your budget becomes significant. These subtle reductions are often accompanied by clever packaging redesigns, making it even harder to detect the change without careful scrutiny. It's a pervasive trend across food, household goods, and even personal care items. Companies don't implement shrinkflation out of malice. They do it as a strategic response to economic pressures. When the cost of raw materials, labor, transportation, and energy rises, businesses face a difficult choice. They can either raise prices, reduce product quality, or reduce product quantity. Raising prices directly can lead to sticker shock and drive customers to competitors. Reducing quality can damage brand reputation. Shrinkflation offers a middle ground, allowing companies to absorb some cost increases while minimizing the immediate impact on consumer perception. It's a business strategy aimed at maintaining profitability and market share in a competitive landscape. Shrinkflation has broader economic implications that extend beyond individual consumer budgets. It can distort official inflation statistics, such as the Consumer Price Index, CPI, which primarily tracks price changes. If the price remains the same but the quantity decreases, the CPI might not fully capture the true erosion of purchasing power. This hidden inflation disproportionately affects lower-income households, who spend a larger percentage of their income on essential goods. Their budgets are stretched further, even if official inflation numbers appear stable. For economists, understanding shrinkflation is crucial for a more accurate assessment of economic health and consumer welfare. Shrinkflation feels particularly frustrating because it often feels subtle and frankly, a bit sneaky. When you realize you're getting less for the same price, it can erode trust in brands and manufacturers. This isn't about being picky. It's about a fundamental expectation of fairness and transparency in transactions. Consumers value honesty, and when changes are made covertly, it can lead to a sense of betrayal. This emotional response is a critical factor for businesses to consider, as long-term brand loyalty can be significantly impacted by perceived deception. It highlights the importance of clear communication, even when delivering unwelcome news. Shrinkflation is effective precisely because most people don't meticulously track weight, volume, or quantity on every product they purchase. We instinctively notice price changes on the shelf. However, a slight reduction in package size or content often goes unnoticed, especially if the packaging itself looks familiar. Manufacturers often redesign packaging to obscure the change, making direct comparisons difficult. By the time consumers notice, the new, smaller size has often become the new normal. This delay in recognition is a key reason why shrinkflation is such a prevalent and successful strategy for companies. Once you know what to look for, shrinkflation becomes much easier to recognize. The most effective tool is the unit price, usually displayed on shelf labels in supermarkets. This tells you the cost per ounce, per gram, or per unit, allowing for direct comparison between different sizes or brands. Always check the net weight or quantity listed on the package. Don't just glance at the price, scrutinize the details. Compare new packaging to old if you can recall it, or even take a photo of a product you buy regularly. Being aware of common culprits, like snacks, cereals, and household paper products, can also help you stay vigilant. This proactive approach is a cornerstone of financial literacy. Shrinkflation is more than just a consumer annoyance. It's a significant indicator of market dynamics and economic pressures. It reflects the delicate balance companies must strike between managing rising costs and maintaining competitive pricing. For business owners, understanding this strategy can inform their own pricing and product development decisions. It also highlights the power of consumer awareness. When enough consumers notice and react to shrinkflation, it can pressure companies to reconsider their strategies. This collective awareness contributes to a more transparent and accountable marketplace, benefiting everyone in the long run. Understanding shrinkflation doesn't magically reverse the changes in your favorite products. However, it does restore your awareness and empower you as a consumer. It explains why your grocery bill feels higher, even when individual prices haven't dramatically increased. Value has quietly declined, and now you know why. This knowledge is a powerful tool for financial literacy and consumer protection. It allows you to make more informed purchasing decisions, choose brands that offer better value, and advocate for greater transparency in the marketplace. Your awareness matters, not just for your own budget, but for shaping market behavior. Shrinkflation is one of the clearest examples of how inflation manifests in our daily lives, quietly, gradually, and often deceptively. It's a testament to the ingenuity of businesses in navigating economic challenges and a reminder for consumers to remain vigilant. In our next discussion, we'll delve deeper into the specific incentives that drive companies to choose shrinkflation over direct price increases. We'll explore the competitive landscape, brand loyalty considerations, and the long-term impacts of these decisions. If there's a product where you've noticed shrinkflation most clearly, share your experience in the comments below. Your insights help us all. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, don't let shrinkflation catch you off guard. Start checking unit prices, comparing quantities, and being a more discerning shopper. Share this information with your friends, family, and fellow students to spread consumer awareness. For business owners, consider the long-term impact of your pricing strategies on customer trust and brand loyalty. Let's collectively foster a marketplace where transparency and value are paramount. Subscribe for more insights into economic trends and financial literacy, and join our community of informed consumers and business leaders. Your financial future starts with understanding these subtle shifts.